So the Vintage Collection Mandalorian and Grogu Maldo Kreis set is one that I pre-ordered and then I kind of just totally forgot about it, and then today just showed up and I was like, "Oh, FedEx is delivering something? What is it? I don't remember ordering." Oh, right. That set. And honestly, I do have to say, even though it stinks we have to wait so long to get figures from new Star Wars media, I am very excited about this. And it does remind me back in the good old days of Hasbro Star Wars when they gave you a redeco and a version of a character just from a specific scene or specific episode. It really just kind of, made your whole world of Star Wars figure collecting feel richer. Getting these little creatures and episode specific accessories. And I'm really happy with this set. Sure, it's a shame that it takes so long for these things to happen. Season 2's been over for like a year already. But I mean, it's only been a case with this kind of stuff ever since Disney was a thing. Not really insinuating anything, but just insinuating. But yes, awesome set. I really like it. Before we look at the set itself, though, gotta talk about this card back because it's huge. It is huge. This is like the most freakish vintage collection card back I've ever seen. It's so wide. It's so big. It's like this big old spider was there, and Mando was there, and Grogu was there. It was such a big hardback. Of course, comes from Walmart, so you get a little bit of Walmart treatment on it. The rest of the figures, good old United States. I mean, I'm only like probably a week until they ship them out, but haven't got. While other people have had them for probably about a month or two. I don't know why the U.S. is so keen on keeping these street dates. They're like a month or two after everyone else gets them. It's ridiculous. But anyways, let's talk about this set because it's really cool and I really like it. So what do you get? You get the little Mandalorian, obviously. Got to get Mando. And he is very, very cool. No pun intended. Of course, this is when they landed on the ice planet. They were a little stranded. Mando had to repair the ship, and Grogu got a little adventurous, eating some eggs, and ended up, spiders. But still, really awesome figure. We'll take a closer look at him in a second. You also get little Grogu, of course. You need to have the little baby. The little baby. He's pretty neat. Also get the cave spiders. Get the big old, I guess, mama cave spider. This thing's freakish, and it kind of scares me. But that's something that you get. And you also get two little babies. Two little baby cave spiders with their little baby mouths. They are different, actually. You can see. They actually are different. They don't really have any paint on them or anything. They're very simple. But still little cave spiders, soft plastic, so they're not going to break. Really cool little things. We probably won't look at those again, because they're just little babies. Then we also have the little hatch egg. This is where they hatch from, the little egg. It's pretty good. It's a little egg. It's got the little icky egg paint. We all like that icky egg paint. But let's go back to Mando, because he is the star of the show here. And literally. And one thing I have to show off right away is comparing this guy to the standard Beskar Mandalorian. So, one thing that I find very fascinating, of course, obviously, this new one has the snow deco on him. You can see he's got, he's covered in snow and ice. But one interesting thing is that he actually does have some new parts. One very noticeable thing, obviously, he has the thigh plate. Well, that's the old, Durasteel thigh plate. That's the thigh plate he takes from the bounty hunter droid, whose name I can never remember. You don't have to tell me in the comments. All I have to do is Google it, and I'll find it. I don't need to be told. I'm sorry. But one interesting thing, not only did they retool that, but they also gave him new lower legs. That has a knee pad on it now. And while that leg is pretty much visually identical, while they were making this new lower leg, they made another new lower leg. Because the old Mandalorian has the kind of icky up and down hinge and then, shoe swivel. While this one has the up and down hinge, but the swivel is at a different point where it gives him ankle tilt. Yes, he actually has ankle tilt. So this is like the first figure of Season 2 Mando that we've gotten in 3 1/4 inch scale, and I'm really happy with it. Now, granted, yes, it's very episode specific with all this snow deco, but I have to say, man, this deco looks nice. Look at all the detail on the boots and everything. This is probably the nicest, like, wintry snow deco that Hasbro's ever done on a figure, in my opinion. It looks really nice, and I do have to commend them. The visor paint was perfect right out of the box. Did not have to do any touch-up. While with all my other Mandos, I had to go in with a black Sharpie and like fill it in where they didn't fully paint it. This one, perfect, right out of the box. Ooh, very nice figure. Unfortunately, does not come with the rifle or the jetpack, but I don't think he even had those in the episode. Well, I mean, he had them, but he just didn't have them on. So it's fine that he just comes with his pistol. Obviously, you can put the pistol in the holster if you want. His articulation is almost exactly the same as the old Mandos we've had. I mean, obviously, it's going to be slightly different, but you can see it does have the very nice up and down hinge on both hands, because Hasbro finally learned that that's what you got to do with weapon-wielding characters. Decent ball joint right there. The standard hip joints, which are a little irritating to work with, but honestly, on this figure, you can see they work very smooth. Thigh swivel, very nice knee bend, over 90 degrees. Boot swivel, then obviously we already went over his ankles, really good articulation there. So, I mean, we're reaching a point with Vintage Collection, especially with this figure. Now that the TVC Boba Fett, oh my gosh, the TVC Mandalorian has ankle joints, we're reaching a point where Vintage Collection, when it comes to engineering and detail and all that, is on par with Black Series. So that argument can no longer be made that Black Series are more detailed, because honestly, looking at this Mando, especially that helmet sculpt, I think it's nicer than the Black Series one. I honestly do. So, also, you get little Grogu. He's actually named on the box. This Grogu is a repaint of the standard issue Grogu that you get with the standard Grogu set. Here it is right here. So one nice thing, they got rid of the... Oh, no! No! There we go. So they got rid of the weird white in the eyes. But you can still see he has like the slightly droopy ears. So it is that same head sculpt. He has a little bit of snow around his little feet. But he has no snow on his feet. Man, imagine how cold his feet are. Oh, Mando, you need to get the baby the little shoes. Little snowshoes for the baby. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, not much to say. You do have the ball joint right there and the ball joint right there. And as you already saw, you can pop them off. And one very nice feature is that they are the same size. So if you want, you can make some creations. It's a modular building system. Alright, so last thing to really talk about is the Cave Spider. So Cave Spider is pretty cool, pretty nicely detailed. You already got a decent look at the little babies, but this one, man, is really gross. Actually has like some articulation. So like this piece is its own piece, so you can rotate like the mouth thing and the top weird brain thing. And you can also like move the ball joints on the front legs and the back legs, but not the side legs. It has some decent paint. It's really creepy. I don't like it too much because it's really creepy. Looks like the kind of thing that's like gonna creep up in your bed at night and like try to put itself in your nose. I should not have said that. I don't even want to touch it anymore. But it still looks nice. It's still a good addition to your Star Wars collection or your nightmares, either one. So yeah, there we go. There is, oh gosh, there is the Mandalorian and Grogu, Maldo Kreis or whatever. Maldo Kreis, I'm going to say Maldo Kreis. Maldo Kreis, that's the planet that it's from. So yeah, Mando and Maldo Kreis, Grogu set, Cave Spider, Icky Nose Crawlies. Really cool set. Unfortunately, Walmart exclusive. I mean, it's not really a set you need to have if you're just collecting Vintage Collection or you're just like, I want a Mandalorian and Grogu. You don't need this set. You don't need it. If you're just like me and you're a 3 3/4 inch diehard that will stay with this line until the bitter end, It's a really good one to have, honestly. I'm really happy about this. I can't wait until I get some snow again. So, of course, I got this right after snow melted. But I might actually take a couple pictures of this thing once I get some snow again. Alrighty, guys, there we go. Honestly, really awesome figure. I love the leg upgrade. That really, I mean, look at that. That really made this figure go from like 8.5 out of 10 to like a 9.5 out of 10 for me, because now I feel like it's really on par with what it should be in this modern scale. And I'm hoping, I wonder if the one that comes with the Razor Crest, which will be shipping very soon, by the way, I wonder if the one that comes with the Razor Crest has this new the new legs or not. Kind of hope so, but I kind of doubt it. Alrighty, guys, there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Special shout out to the patrons of Patreon. You guys are awesome. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Alrighty, guys, there we go. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.